do that. I think any band that just plays repertoire music is forgetting the purpose of music, which is to kind of push things forward. And any band that's just playing original compositions is sort of forgetting their roots, I feel like. And I think we've found a good balance of doing it all, and I think it's great. I love doing it. I love all the old stuff, and I love all the new things that we're trying. And
as a Japanese living in the States, playing Latin music, and eventually right now you don't see a lot of Japanese musicians, especially specialize for those Latin music. So I'm really glad to be a part of the orchestra as a musician, not as a Japanese, but as a musician. So it really means a lot to me.
With all this new music and these new concerts and these new arrangements that we're doing, it's really refreshing. It's something that really makes everything as a creative artist something really worthwhile. It's something that we all aspire to, getting into creative situations and getting an opportunity to play them pretty often. It's a blessing.
The first tour that I did with this band, it was like a 2-week tour, and we started in I think it was Louisville, Kentucky, somewhere in Kentucky, and the music got lost. The music never made it to this gig, and it was the first gig that I have done with a band. So to this day, it amazes me how well Arturo dealt with the situation, and we pulled it off, and someone started faxing over parts from here, from New York, over there, and then Michael Mossman had a couple of charts in his laptop, and then we played some small group, we played some of this. It was pretty interesting, but I learned that when you're at the gig, no matter what happens, you gotta play. It doesn't matter if your instrument is not good or whatever, you gotta figure out a way to just do it. So that was, I think, my favorite memory.
I'm the kind of guy I like to show up and play the gig and, not worry about the stuff, but since I am involved with being on the board, I get to see really what makes it all tick, and almost more as an observer. I don't have the business chops and all the connections and clarity of how this works like the other members do. So it's really a lesson for me. I'm taking lessons as I go, and I definitely have come to appreciate that aspect a whole lot more.
Well, for me, it's been great, as I enjoyed with the band 2 years ago and a half, and it's been great because I have experience playing with different people and bringing different music different around the world. And you know what, I just have a good memory when we went to Japan and we did a clinic and we shared the music with the kids. We did a clinic also in the hotel, which was amazing. And also when we have a house, and we call the house a symphony space. And I remember my first concert with the Afro Latin Jazz Orchestra. We play different kind of music, and we invite different guests. That was for me wow, amazing moment,
Well, I saw it right from the beginning and evolution, and it was always high quality, right from the very beginning. A few changes in personnel, and one great musician replaced by another great musician, and just like I said, these musicians, they would just knock me out how great they were. I'm not just saying that, I'm serious that I'm in awe of so many of them, what they can do. Sometimes we play things with really complex rhythms, things that I'm not really at my best at, I have to tell you. And I'm not great at everything, most things, but not everything, And then sometimes they seem to have a lot of things that are in the areas of where I'm at my weakest, And I see how these other guys do it with no effort at all, and that just knocks me out, It's really great, and I hope that it helps me to improve also.
Being a member of this orchestra is an honor because it has to do with the continuum, the tradition of, contemporary Afro Latin music, black music, whatever, urban music. It's all part of that history. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, it's an honor. It's a responsibility. That carries a degree of weight with it.
It's just the experience of playing with the older players, younger players, and the wide range of musical knowledge that's being, brought to it. And it's all really focused with Arturo and his vision, and yet our vision is a part of that as well.
Like I said, I'm proud, you know, it's historic, and, you know, hopefully what we're doing is maintaining the history and creating history, you know, so.
Teaching at South Shore in Canarsie, I was, Arturo asked me to direct the program. I was there for about 1.5 years, and just watching these kids going from not even knowing the names of the instruments to playing and giving a concert, and just watching them, you know, discover music. High school kids, total beginners who had never really played instruments before, and just meeting them and getting to know them and being with them for 1 year and actually giving a concert where we're playing music by Herbie Hancock and Ray Barretto, and, you know, it was pretty miraculous.
Special experience because, you know, we're keeping the music alive and this genre, this setting, this situation, big band, you know, Latin jazz, big band. One of the few bands that are really, you know, keeping the torch, bearing the torch and all that, you know, so.
I think we're really lucky to have a lot of really good material. All the original Chico's, you know, arrangements, they still sound very fresh and exciting, and they're well written, so you play it and it sounds good. It's a lot of fun to do them, and I'm discovering more and more. I guess there's a lot of it. But also the new arrangements are very good, and they're different. You have new and fresh ideas and flavors, and they're also really well written. So overall, we have really strong repertoire. It's a lot of fun to play, and it's challenging, and it's different.
Well, it's an honor to be a part of a continuing tradition, but it's exciting and challenging to be part of a tradition that's moving forward. Exciting and a challenge to find a way to figure out how to move that tradition forward, and that's why I'm here. It's fun.
For me, as an instrumentalist, I keep learning, and you never stop. It's an ongoing process of creativity and honing in your skills as a musician. And I feel that this group is working towards that goal.
Well, I think one of the things that's important about the organization is that, you know, many times when you join organizations like this, they specialize in music of the past, or they have an agenda for the present, or they feel that they're blazing roads into the future. This organization is doing all three, and that's actually an incredibly ambitious undertaking, especially when you take into account the wide variety of culture that you're talking about. There's a certain healthy lust for this music that all the musicians have, and it's infectious, and they bring that to the audience, and through that the audience celebrates the culture.
It's an honor and a privilege, yeah, to be performing with Arturo Farrell. Yeah, it's a great pleasure. It's always magical when I'm on stage with great musicians and performing here at Birdland.
For me, it's mean a lot. According to where I come from Puerto Rico. It's a small island, and for me, it's like to see my dream come true, to come to the States and be part of the Afro Latin Jazz Orchestra, because it's an institution, and it's like a university too, because they teach wherever they go, and teach young people. They want to become musician, and for me, it's a great thing for the Afro Latin Jazz Orchestra.
It's actually an incredible blessing, because I don't consider myself a band leader. I consider myself a co-conspirator, and without the unique and invaluable and brilliant gifts that these musicians bring, it doesn't exist. It's not about my vision, it's about the work that we do. And so leading a big band is a little bit like piloting a rocky ship. Everybody leans on one side, everybody leans on the other side. It goes back and forth, and we continue forward. There's some stormy seas too, but we managed to make it work.